Hello and welcome to Experiencing Love. I'm your host, Philip Jacks, and I'm so glad that you're here. I was trying to think about what I felt as though the theme of the day is today. I was trying to feel what my daily download was. When I took a closer look at how I was feeling, I noticed I was feeling a little bit sad. I asked myself why I was feeling sad, and I realized that I was sad because I'm a bit lonely right now. I've reached out to some people in different areas of my life, and for one reason or another, at this time and place, they're a little bit busy. They're not able to get back to me right now. It's much easier for me to be very understanding and accepting when some people are busy. Yet there are times when it almost feels like everybody is busy. And I do want to be clear that it's me talking about everybody that I want to spend time with right now. I also choose to believe that they're busy because I have had a history of believing that I've done something wrong and then blaming myself for it and beating myself up about it. It's not that I believe now that I don't ever do anything wrong, because I know I do. I know I make mistakes left and right, and I make it my mission to learn from those mistakes. That being said, I don't need to repeat a mistake twice, once in real life and once, if not more, in my own mind, reliving a mistake again and again and again. Because I think there's a difference between remembering the lesson from a mistake and just reliving a mistake and feeling that pain of doing something wrong and maybe even hurting someone. I got to thinking about what classifies as doing something wrong. I'd go as far as to say that when you make a mistake, while it may not be the right way to do something, it's not always the wrong way in that you can learn from that mistake. And in a roundabout way, it was the right way to learn a lesson from that mistake. But there are ways that you could do something wrong. And I would say my definition of doing something wrong is making a decision or taking an action out of some form of fear. When you're making a choice and your intention is genuine love, not the type of love that's just a mask for fear, but a real type of love, and I believe it's truly difficult to go wrong. I've seen many people make decisions, terrifying decisions, harmful decisions, in the name of love, but in fact, they made it in the name of a fear of losing that love. The fear of losing love and love itself will create two very different reactions to any situation presented. In talking about this now and just speaking it out loud, it really does help me, and it supports me in returning to a mindset of love. If there's anything I've learned from recording 142 episodes of this podcast, I would say that there really is a superpower, there really is magic that comes with just speaking things into the world. Instead of ruminating in my own mind, I release my thoughts, I release my feelings, and I make space for something new. Earlier, when I was thinking about what the theme of the day was, it's because I've spent most of today in a state of fear. I was afraid that I've done something wrong. I was afraid that some of my closest friends and family are mad at me for some reason. I was afraid that I might have made a mistake, but a mistake that I don't even realize I've made. And instead of it getting brought up to my attention, everybody's choosing the cold shoulder or the silent treatment. And it's in speaking about it that I realized that it's not true. I may not know what the truth is, but I get to decide what the story about it is in my head. I get to decide if I think everybody's mad at me and I'm afraid, or if everybody's just a little bit busy and they'll get back to me whenever they can. From a place of more love and understanding, awareness and acceptance. I may be feeling lonely now, but that's no excuse to be afraid. Feeling lonely now does not mean I'm going to feel lonely forever. For all I know, I may only feel lonely for today, with tomorrow being a new day, with new possibilities of seeing the people that I love. If I keep living in that fear now, and I decide to carry it over into tomorrow, I know I'm going to create that. I know I'm going to manifest that into how my day goes tomorrow. That's not what I want. Trust me in that I know what it's like to make decisions out of fears, especially a fear of not being enough, or a fear of being alone, or a fear of not being loved. Making decisions from those fears are some of the most harmful things that I've ever experienced. Harmful to myself, harmful to the people closest to me, and harmful to any hope of a better outcome later. It's okay that I'm feeling like this right now. Rather than try to force myself to feel something different. I'm going to give myself the space to feel this. I want to acknowledge that I feel this way. I want to see where it's coming from. And I know that I can do that in less than 90 seconds. In 90 seconds, I could decide I could feel something different. Instead of focusing on what I don't have, I could focus on all the things I do. And I could feel genuine gratitude for it. If I'll be honest, sometimes it feels like the word gratitude is just a buzzword that people throw around left and right in order to elicit some type of emotion out of other people. I say this because there was a long period in my life where I thought I was experiencing gratitude, especially during times like Thanksgiving, when I would just list off a bunch of things that I was grateful for, but I guess I wasn't appreciative of. And I mean genuine appreciation. Like I've had it so long in my life that I forgot what it was like not to. It took me a long time to discover what real gratitude felt like. And honestly, maybe I still don't even know, because I compare how I felt back then to how I do now. And I know that the gratitude that I felt in more recent times has been much more powerful, much more profound than I did years ago. I've changed in those last few years. So who's to say I'm not going to change even more in the future? So I may not know what an even deeper level of gratitude is now, but I'll just leave that door open for when it comes. That being said, I do believe that there's many people who haven't felt gratitude to the level that I've felt before. And it's something that I truly wish for every single person. There's something so beautiful about being grateful and appreciative of the little things that you have in your life. And this is the type of gratitude where just thinking about it and then feeling it can bring a tear to your eye. Like when you notice how precious your heart beating is. The fact that your heart decides whether or not you are alive. And it's something that you don't command. You don't tell your heart to beat. It just does it for you every single day, thousands of times per hour. And something as small as that is beautiful to me. I was given the gift of a beating heart, a healthy heart, more than 23 years ago. Since then, my heart has not stopped beating. For 23 years, my heart has kept me alive. Never once did it make me say please. Never once was it looking for a thank you. Never once did I have to ask. It just does it every single day, just for me. And your heart does that for you too. Your heart beats for you every single day. It's an act of love from our body to us. So when I think about gratitude, I think about little things like that. It's such a little thing with huge consequences. Whether or not I have a person in my life is one thing, but the fact that I have memories of so many people and so many experiences are things that no one can ever take away from me. People have come in and out of my life, especially in the last 5 to 10 years. I've had a lot of practice in that. And it's always joyous to say hello. It's often sad to say goodbye. And regardless where in the relationship we're at, I know that I always will have memories that I could look back on fondly. So I could be alone right now, but I know I still have that love in my heart that was given to me, whether weeks ago, months ago, or years ago. Even when I felt hurt by someone's actions, I know that there's just as many other memories that I could be happy about, that I could enjoy. So rather than feeling lonely, I could be grateful that I even got to spend 1 minute with some of the amazing people that I've had in my life. Some people are there for a season, some are there for just a reason, and others will be there for a lifetime. We never know which is which, not until much, much later. So rather than worry if someone is in my life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime, I want to just enjoy the time I have with them right in front of me. When we part ways, I only wish that we can come back together one day and laugh about it. This is where my mind goes to when I'm feeling true love. When I'm afraid, I think about being lonely and what I've done wrong and how things just don't feel like they're going my way. But in love, all of that just seems to melt. It melts into nothingness and reveals this light that I see is always inside of me. It just needs to be uncovered sometimes. So I thank you for being here. I thank you for witnessing this transition of fear to love. I want you to know that I truly believe you're amazing and that I miss you and I love you. Whether you've been told this recently or never before, I have really high hopes for you. And I know that you're doing the best you can with the resources you have. Just remember to always fill up with the love. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.